Hello, friends on Facebook and on YouTube Live. Nice to have you with us tonight. Amy Wood. I'm at home in my home studio and I'm watching these snow totals like crazy. Okay, so this is what we were showing you on the news tonight, the hour by hour snowfall totals that we are expecting this weekend. They just keep climbing. So I want to give you a look at that right now. I'm going to improve my microphone here by getting us a better look here, sound a little bit better. But take a look. This is the overall picture. We've got, look at the right side of the numbers. Gaffney, Union, 8 to 12 inches potentially falling in this system that's going to be really centered on all day Saturday into Saturday night. It's a morning snowfall that's going to kick in. The mountains are going to get a little bit on Friday night, and then overnight we'll get a little, but it's really going to pile up morning and afternoon of Saturday and then keep piling after. My understanding from the meteorologists I've spoken to and have been following, they are talking about this being a very dry, light, fluffy snow. May be hard for packing for snowballs and things like that. But in terms of what is going to be coming next, we've got the wind chills that are coming in on Sunday morning, kind of as the storm comes through, and then afterward. Look at this. The temperatures just plunge with Lawrence, for example, -3, and Hendersonville, -20. I mean, that is not something that we see around here. I mean, this is remarkable weather that we are not used to. And you add all that fluffy snow, and there'll be big winds, like 20, 30-mile-an-hour winds in the upstate, maybe even 40 and higher in the mountains. We could have almost blizzard-like conditions with all this light, fluffy snow flying around. So it's going to be interesting to watch to see what happens. But it is going to be hard to travel, I would bet, because the temperatures only be like 20-degree highs on Sunday. And if that wind is factored in, look at the temperatures that we're going to be experiencing. So I wanted to kind of pull you guys into the conversation, see what you guys are concerned about, find out on YouTube, on Facebook, what you guys want to know. If you have any questions, I'm going to be looking in comments throughout this broadcast, trying to make sure that you guys are getting your questions addressed. So make sure you're commenting. Tell me where you're watching from. Are you excited about snow? Are your kids excited about snow, even if mom and dad is not? And just let me know what you guys are thinking about this weather, because this is not typical weather in South Carolina, as we all know. But for those who are not from here, a lot of people have moved into the area. They may not have been expecting to have these kind of systems, and we get them. Not every year, not all the time, not usually back to back, but we have had a series of systems pile one after the other over the years. And we have had situations where the interstates shut down because it's just too much snow. They can't move it all, and people get out there and don't realize how bad it's going to be, and they get stuck in the interstate, on the interstate, in their vehicles. We've had in the past emergency crews. Like I remember in Cherokee County, in that section of 85, there were emergency crews in Cherokee County coming and rescuing people from the roads. And this is why they ask you to just stay home, let everything settle down, and don't get out there, because when we get these kind of snow totals, we're just not used to it, and we don't have the capacity to quickly remove it. So we're going to have to be patient, and we're going to have to, be smart not to get, especially on the interstates when they're trying to plow and keep areas clear. All right, so I've got Gaffney watching. Gaffney, you guys are looking at serious snow. How do you feel about that much snow? Let me go back to it. This is the Gaffney overall look right now, and I wanted you to know that, these are evolving. These are predictions. These are estimates. And I'm also understanding that the way these snow bands move, sometimes you can have a really heavy snow band that might deliver you the 12 inches, and then they're surrounded by lighter snow. And so you might have a neighbor on, a couple of streets or blocks or whatever down from you who has 2 inches and you wind up with 10. It's just a really weird situation because the snow bands kind of decide to dump wherever they want to dump. And you can't completely nail it on those predictions. So you could have some people in your neighborhood or area or town that on one side of town get a couple inches, on the other side, they get the maximum or maybe even more. All right. So we've got Spartanburg. We are not going to have ice. This is a snow only event. This is not expected to be ice, freezing rain, sleet, none of that. This is going to be a snow event. And from what I understand, this is supposed to be very light, fluffy, very light snow. Like it's going to be good sledding. If you're a skier, head to the mountains, man, and go up there and Banner Elk and wherever else they ski these days. And I bet you'll have some powder skiing. In the Carolinas, that is a rarity. So if I were a skier, I'd be heading to the mountains. I'm too old for that now. But yeah. Jonesville, Chesney. Okay, so it was Candace that was wondering, are we going to have ice? And my answer is no. Rutherfordton, North Carolina's watching. You guys are in for some decent totals, 4 to 8 up there. And Chesney, you can guesstimate you're between Spartanburg and Rutherfordton, so it's probably that 4 to 8 range as well. Yeah, senior citizens in Lockhart, don't get too excited. Also, as we age, guys, and I'm, getting up there, we have to be careful about this weather because falls as we get older and our bones are not quite as tough as they were, we can really break things and have injuries that we don't want to go through. So if you can get other people who are younger than you to go out there and do the stuff that needs to be done in the snow, I would highly advise that you do that. All right. Are we going to have power outages? That is a good question. Anna Marie Garner is asking because with this weather and the way we went through the ice storm, right? We had heavy on the branches with some of that freezing rain and ice. Although I know we got less than we expected and it wasn't as severe, but still we had some weight on things, right? So if there are weakened trees and such, and we go into this thing with the heavy winds on Sunday and snow piling up, though light, you could potentially see some trees or branches falling and causing some problems. So the answer is maybe. But you have to prepare for power outages, being stuck in your house for a few days, all the things kind of like we did last week. But this time we're talking about snow. And snow can, be a bugger too in terms of being stuck at home and having issues. Oh, thank you. Debbie Adcock says I look great. Thanks. Pickens, South Carolina. Let's see what you guys are looking at. Hold on, let me pull this down. Debbie Adcox is over there, and I'm pulling this down because we have Clemson to Greenville. So 2 to 4, 4 to 8. So you're probably in the 4 to 5 range, maybe. Up in Franklin, North Carolina, 2 to 4. Isn't it ironic that the mountains are not getting as much as other places? In Elberton, Georgia, the more toward the west you go, the less snow. Although Toccoa is getting more. So if you're south and west, you're getting less. If you're more north, you're getting a little bit more. But then ironically, look at Franklin, 2 to 4. So it's a weird system. I don't have trees behind my house. That is good news. And then Pat Cook is saying, I'll take it. I'm ready. Nice. What about sleds and things like that? If you don't, guys, I want you to share in the comments if you have ideas for people who don't have a sled. Like there's a lot of stores that sold out. There are a lot of kids that want a sled. So what do you do? And some of the things I've seen done over the years, people will use a trash bag. They'll use cardboard boxes, like flattened down, and using those to slide on. I've seen people using, it would be a certain kind of lid, but certain lids on trash cans, like the more simple basic ones, they can work to be almost like a saucer, to go down. But anyway, if you have other ideas about ways people can enjoy the snow when they don't have any stuff to do it with, feel free to share those ideas in the comments. Let's see what else we have here. Spartanburg, Chesney, Gaffney, Shelby, Patrick. Oh no. Oh, Patrick, I'm so sorry about your mom. Oh, she told me we're gonna get a blizzard Saturday. Oh, man. Wow. Well, I'm so sorry about your loss, honey. That makes me sad. I'm thinking about you. Wow. But she thinks we're getting a blizzard, huh? Hmm. She may know. My mom said it was gonna be a blizzard Saturday. Also, I want to ask a favor from my newsies out there. If you would, on the top of the comments, I have a pinned comment that says, my phone number is 864-990-3431. It's up there in the comments. Don't panic. And if you spot breaking news, I want you guys to text me your videos, pictures, etc. Tell me where you are. Like, say, this is Union, or this is me and my kids in Lawrence. And then name and stuff like that, so that I can use them. I'll be sending you, after you send me video, I'll send you a form you have to fill out to clear it for the station, but I will be able to turn around your pictures and videos. And also, if you see anything concerning or that we need to know about, even if you don't have pictures or video, if you hear of something that we need to be checking on to confirm for you or for the rest of our viewers, then go ahead and text me, and I'll, pass that tip along to the newsroom so they can look into it. Let's see, but I do need you guys, because you guys are our ears and our eyes in breaking news, and there's no bigger breaking news than weather, and you guys always power our coverage by giving us great information and great pictures and video. So make sure you're sharing those with me throughout the storm, because I'm looking forward to sharing those with our audience. How long will it last? So the snow is supposed to be over by late Saturday night, but then we have this on Sunday, which are wind chills that are below zero in Union, in Lawrence, in Spartanburg, 4 below zero, Gaffney, 2 below zero, Union, 5 below zero, and up in North Carolina, Asheville, 15 below, and Hendersonville, 20 below zero. That's the wind making it feel even colder than it will actually be. So it's crazy to think about that. That is going to be a mess. Oh, here's another sliding idea. Megan Seals says, how about a pool float? That would work. One of those, or a blow up mattressy kind of thing. That's kind of the same concept. So yeah, Candace, that is a good question about how long it will last, because basically it's going to be a 2-day event in the sense of snow one day, and there will be some snow in the mountains on Friday night. And then it'll start for us. It'll kind of move into our area. And then we will get the lion's share of it from the early morning Saturday through the evening, all evening long. That's the forecast. I mean, I don't know, but that's what is predicted. Let's see. Who else is asking questions? Rutherford 10, 96 in the house. How much snow? So 96, you guys are down. Oh, where are you? Down toward below Anderson. So let's look over here. Aren't you you're kind of right of Anderson, sort of right and down maybe a little bit. So you're looking at potentially some big totals, I believe. That they're getting 4 to 8 inches potentially in Anderson. So be prepared, be prepared for a lot of snow. Burr, I'm staying inside. Susie Thompson. Girl, I understand. I know. That is crazy. All right, let's see what else we've got going on. I see so many people. Shelby, North Carolina. And how sweet is this? Megan heard about Patrick's mom passing and says, hey, prayers for your family, which is so sweet. We have a nice community here, and I love our little community. 96 is in Greenwood County. Okay, so you guys in Greenwood County are supposed to get nailed, aren't you? And Kay is helping me out here with my geography. So Greenwood County is looking at, okay, so I was right. It's below and right, but way below and right. And it is for that 4 to 8 inch category. How much for Chesney? Chesney is up there in northern Spartanburg County. So you're up between basically Spartanburg and Rutherfordton, and kind of you're right about where the 4 to 8 is, where it's written, even though it's for Spartanburg. So yeah, you're in that same range. But yeah, you can look at the map and guesstimate. I mean, if you're in the blues are telling you 4 to 8, the purples are telling you 8 to 12, and the lighter blue is 2 to 4. But look at how, I mean, they're pretty much saying we're going to get a couple inches of snow everywhere. And then on top of that, a lot of people are getting more than that. Um, so stay tuned to see how much we get and who gets those heavy bands of snow, because those are the ones that kind of make it all make sense, I guess. Let's see who else is here. I am just trying to kind of keep you guys up to date. I am also going to be looking. I do want to go check while I'm with you here. I want to run to the National Weather Service GSP account just to really quickly see what the latest is that they're saying. They are asking if you are prepared. So about 2 hours ago, they posted, "Are you prepared for winter weather?" I think I can show you this. Hold on. I'm going to pull this up. Hang on. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do... Do I have it up? I don't have it up. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to put this on. Display Amy's Mac. Okay, there it is. So we're going to do this and that. Okay. So take a look here. This is what they talk about for winter storm planning. Are you prepared for the weather? And right now, this is pretty much the day before-ish, right? We're the evening before the day before. So we should be making sure we have the emergency supplies. You should have already done that, which you probably did for the last storm. And checking carbon monoxide detectors and smoke detectors. Make sure you fill up your car and have all your heating sources set. Then day before, which is tomorrow, Friday, adjusting your plans, have multiple ways to receive your warnings, and bring pets inside and ensure that they have water. Also then, the during and after. So this will be Friday night late into Saturday morning and all day Saturday and Saturday night. Check on neighbors and family, call in, make sure they're okay. Properly ventilate your emergency heat sources, making sure you're not putting generators inside homes. They should be 8 to 10 feet or 8 feet outside of your home. I mean, you shouldn't have them right anywhere where any of that exhaust can get inside. So this says 20 feet from your home. I guess I was wrong. 20 feet from your home. And then, of course, shoveling. Fortunately, this is going to be light snow, but still, you don't want to overdo it. The best thing to do, I remember growing up in New York, that we would go and make the kids go out and shovel, and they would go shovel like every hour, especially if this is going to be a pile up snow situation. If you feel like it's really piling up, go ahead and take a load off early and then go back out later, do another, and just sort of do it in shifts of removal so that you don't have to do all 8 inches at once. You could do 2 inches and then go back out and get another 2 or 3, and then, and so on. So just be careful and pace yourself. If you are older and you have a risk of slipping, or I would not be out there doing anything, honestly. I would wait and let a younger person come along and help you later, or call for help. Hi, Amber Petty. Hope you are doing well. Who remembers back in the day, what are you saying? Grocery bags over your socks to keep the feet dry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've all done that. And then, so this is Brandon saying that he's ready for the big one. He is ready for the big one. Well, this could be the one. Take a look. These are the snow totals. I'm going to put it in here so you can see it. The hour-by-hour snowfall, according to our National Weather Service and WSPA 7 News meteorologists. This is this sort of look at potential snow. Again, there are no guarantees because it's a prediction. So don't shoot me if it doesn't happen. But it really looks like all the models are showing like 90% plus chance of all of this. So we're pretty much locked into getting snow. The question is how much, and we have to prepare you for worst case scenarios. We have to. Like if we didn't tell you that there might be 12 inches somewhere in Union or in some of the other locations, that would be irresponsible on our part, right? Because if it happens, I hope you would need to be ready for that, right? So we have to be careful. A prediction, like your hair, right? Okay. Back to your room, buddy. That one I've already talked about. Amber Petty. Oh my gosh, Union. I know, Stephanie. Like Union. We need a crew in Union, guys. I need actually, you guys can private message me if you're willing to go live with me from any of these big snow total locations. If you want, just message me privately. Say, hey, I'm in Union. I'll go live with you from my phone, and I will arrange to do that tomorrow. But just give me a private message. We can set something up. And I'm already set up for somebody in way up Rutherfordton Way. I've got somebody hopefully in Gaffney, but if not, if you want to do it from Gaffney, let me know, Steph. And let's see. Bring it, says Marianne Talent. Oh, and Kay is being appreciative, which I love being with you guys through events like this. I think I feel like we always get closer going through these things together, and you guys help me cover it, right? I couldn't do it without you. So that's the best part. You guys being there with me. All right, so let's see. Jonesville is watching 96. You guys are from everywhere. I love this. Let's see. And Marianne said hello. Thank you, Marianne. Oh, I love your little flower in your profile picture. It's cute. All right, so what else do you want to know? Do you have any other questions about the weather? Jackson Gosnell is watching on YouTube. Jackson, how are you? Are you in town? Are you going to be covering this thing? I need to know. I need to know that you're having a great time covering it from your location. Are you going to do it for any of the national shows? Jackson is a young journalist who is a USC student, but he's like on all these shows. He appears in a lot of right-wing media shows, which is, you know, his thing, and he shares a lot of political opinions as well. So different than me because I don't do that. But he has kind of carved his own little path, and I'm happy to say he's seeming to have a great time doing it, which I know is really cool for him and all his family and friends. All right, let's see. GB says, hi, Amy. And if only you were a BG. Just kidding. Do you get that a lot? I'm sure. You get that a lot. Oh, hey, Dean. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Let me know if you want to go live on your phone with me. We can definitely do that. Oh, and Jackson says, I am home indeed. There he is. You might recognize him from some of the shows that he is appearing on. When is your next big gig? You got to tell us so we can watch you. Hello, Millie. What are you doing? And my dogs are all around me on the floor. I can't show you them because they're too far down, but they're doing great. I think they're excited about the snow. They did not like the ice. They have not been fans of the ice. Hey from Lyman. Hey, Lyman. Sherry, how much snow are you looking at? You're looking at a pretty good snow total here. I'm going to pull it full. Let's just look at this. So yeah, you are looking at, you're probably going to be getting 4 to 8. You're in that 4 to 8 range. And then, oh, the Lancasters are in the house. Hey, Cindy. If you want to show me your snow tomorrow, let me know. I would be happy to hear from you, but just go ahead and message me privately so I'm going to kind of make a list of people that I can check in with and where you are. So that will be helpful. Jackson, you're up in northern Greenville County, right? So I might pull you in too if you want to. Right? You're up Highway 11 way, right? What are you guys supposed to get? You're supposed to get 4 to 8, right? So yeah, we could check in with you too. Hello from Pacolet. Missy, good to see you. Do I believe the myth? Lan is asking, do you believe in the myth that when snow sticks around, there's more to come? It is a Southern saying, right? I've heard. I didn't grow up in the South, so I didn't know the saying until I heard it. But you know what? If we get a bunch of snow this weekend, it's going to make a believer out of me, right? And probably everybody. Liberty 4 to 8. Are you excited, Jeff? Do you want to show me your snow tomorrow? If so, just private message me and let me know. Tomorrow or Saturday. It's happening on Saturday. Tomorrow is your prep day. So I was showing you guys this graphic here about what you need to be doing. So obviously a few days out, you should have had all things ready, sort of your supplies, groceries, all that stuff, fill up the car. Tomorrow, day before, you should be adjusting your plans, make sure you have all your warnings set up, and make sure your pets are inside. And then it's going to start late Friday or Friday evening in Asheville, up in Western North Carolina. Then it's going to move on down, and we're going to kind of be in this during and after section, which is to be checking on friends and family, keeping your emergency heat sources properly ventilated, which means, for example, a generator needs to be 20 feet from anything. If you're using any kind of space heaters or things like that, keep them away from anything flammable. Make sure they're very much have a good clearance so you're not having a fire in your home. What are you going to do while stuck at home? I'm supposed to be going into work, so hopefully I'll be at work. But if I'm not, I will be here. And I will be in between shows because we're really just doing shows. So I will be probably going live a lot. That's why I want to be able to pull people on and just do talkbacks and see. And you could show me your snow. Show me your snow. Prepped last weekend, re-ready. That's what I thought. So basically, I feel like we don't even need to really do a lot of prep unless you ate all your snacks because we did it. We are prepped at a level. Probably we have some candles still around. We have some batteries. We have some, the charge your devices thing is a good idea. Make sure everything's all charged up, ready to go. And then let's see. Sylvia is in Spartanburg. Hello. Hope you're having a good night. And you are in that path here. Let me show you, Sylvia. You are in the 4 to 8 inch zone, according to the maps. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. Yes, we're going to be showing off snow. That's all we're showing off. Jonesville is here. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Jonesville, Union, you guys could get walloped. Are you ready to be walloped? Yikes. I mean, that's going to be a bunch of snow. Let's see. And let's see who else is here. We are ready. Believe in the willy worm. Boiling Springs, Jenny, how are you? I guess you guys are in that 4 to 8 range as well. So you guys are going to have quite a bit of snow too, potentially. Oh no. Oh no. GB is saying I'm so sorry I missed this. I didn't see it before, but pray for me and my family. My wife died last Friday and the funeral's tomorrow before the snow. Well, fortunately, I mean, it's horrific that you're going through this loss, but fortunately, I do believe, this should be okay for you, because the snow won't impact anything. And hopefully everyone will get home safely and then you can hunker down and deal with the snow. But I'm so sorry for your loss. That is just so hard. And my heart breaks for you. I'm sorry. And I hope you're doing okay and you hang in there and know that, I don't know what to say. It's just so hard when losses happen, but eventually things get better. It's hard to believe they can, but things improve eventually. It just takes some time, So I hope you're doing all right. Liberty 4 to 8. Tomorrow is Saturday. Let me see. Packlet. I'm just making sure I don't miss too much here. Bum bum bum. Prayers. Mary's offering her prayers, which is so sweet. All right, so let me go and check on a couple other things here. Let me look over on National Weather Service. I just want to make sure they're not sharing anything new because if there are any new developments, I'm expecting them to announce a warning for us. We have not been put in the warning zone yet. I'm kind of surprised that we just don't have an issued a warning yet. But okay, an extreme cold watch is out for the entire area, by the way, because of these temperatures that I was showing you. So this is Sunday. Those are wind chills in our area, right here in South Carolina. I came from Minnesota, 3 winters, 36 years ago. And I'm like, really? We're dealing with below 0 wind chills? 20 below in Hendersonville? Union, 5 below 0? It's going to be dangerously cold, so be really careful. Hi, Pearl. How are ya? Susie also saying prayers for your family, for GB. Yeah, it's sweet. We have a good little community here, and I love it. If you guys remember, at the top of the comments, I have pinned my phone number. Put it in your phone, put Amy 7 News, and then just text me anything you see anytime, not just this time. Um, have I thought about doing the weather? No. I don't do the weather other than this kind of thing where I just share what our meteorologists are sharing, and just to have a conversation with you. I also have a lot of experience with winter weather in the upstate and winter weather in general because I grew up in it and I spent 3 winters in Minnesota. And that's why I'm saying I know when we would get light fluffy snow in Minnesota and a 30, 40 mile an hour wind, that was blizzard conditions. So I do believe we could face some interesting complications with this very light snow blowing around, making it hard to see driving, etc. So I'm sure they're going to be advising us to not be on the roads. Oh, and Pearl says my girls are so happy about the snow, and I'm happy for them because all the kids, I'm sure, were so disappointed in last weekend. It was just like a mess and like, ugh, was ugh. And then they've had all these e-learning days because the roads are bad. So I'm sure everybody deserves a good snow day, I think. Okay, here's the snow totals again, just for Jeff Dean and others who might be joining. This is a look at the snow totals, projected totals. Okay, nobody can tell you exactly how much snow is going to fall, but these are the best guess numbers from the National Weather Service and our 7 News meteorologists. So this is the way we predict the weather, but again, predictions are not perfect. And that means that they're like, look at 4 to 8 in Greenwood, 4 to 8 in Lawrence, all that blue zone there is the 4 to 8s. Then you've got lower totals to the left and higher totals to the right. So you've got 8 to 12 for Union and Gaffney. I don't know what pink means, but that's got to be more, even more, which is crazy. So they may be looking at 12 to 16, 12 to 14. I don't know. That's crazy. But we've got a lot of weather going on for the next few days. And again, these temperatures on Sunday have put us under an extreme cold weather watch for the entire area. That's the mountains, the upstate, everybody, because of these wind chills on Sunday. That's also a time with the winds kicking up where we could see some trees fall, some limbs break after all the ice and stuff. So we could have some issues on Sunday with maybe some power outages. Jeff lives in Union. I know, it's crazy. So make sure you've got some groceries the last couple of days. And we will, of course, keep you up to date. Now, you guys have seen when we've gotten big snows like this, the interstates get shut down. Sections of it, just too many cars pile up, too many cars get stuck. They can't keep it clear because it's coming down so fast. So my advice is steer clear of the interstates, stay home. Just enjoy the snow from your backyard or your, little area, your apartment complex, but don't get out there on the roads driving around because it can get very complicated when the snow's coming that fast and they're trying to clear roads and such, but there's only so many machines in our area, so many trucks and equipment that can do all this stuff. And that much snow, it's a lot of snow to move around. So you definitely do not want to be stuck on the interstate. Also, this is a really good time. God forbid you have to drive anywhere. Do not go out without having some supplies with you that will keep you and your family safe in that vehicle. Ways to stay warm, blankets, something to drink, some power snack bars and such. Because God forbid you slip off the road or something, it could be a while before anybody can come and help you. And also make sure your devices are charged so you can communicate and let people know the situation you're in, what's going on. But again, the best advice is to stay home. Don't go out because you're just going to complicate things and make things harder for all the people who are trying to make things better. Okay. Mary says, thanks for all you do. Yes, we will see you tomorrow. Okay. Our kids I'm a kid at heart with snow. Our dog, Thor, loves snow. It'll be fun taking him out. That's from Pearl Adams. Those guys are going to have a great time. Make sure you send me, of course, I want to see pictures of like how much snow you got. If you got a yardstick or something, you want to put it in and show us, or if you want to just take a pretty picture of like a cardinal in the snow, whatever, you might see something pretty and want to share that with us. Or your kids, Pearl, are out there having a blast. Send some videos in, some pictures. And again, you can use the number that's at the top of the comments on this video that says 864-990-3431. 864-990-3431. That's my text line, and that is the best way to share information with me, so that you guys can, help me stay up to date, help the newsroom stay up to date, and that way we will have everything we need to share with you guys. Because again, you guys are like our eyes and ears on the scene. I can't be in Greenwood and Union and all these places that are going to get lots of snow at the same time. So you guys can be there for us and send that stuff into us, and it would be great because we'd love to have beautiful things to share and the latest and most important information to share too. She's got a yardstick. Go, Pearl. All right. How many inches for Gaffney? Gaffney is looking to be under the gun. Look at this. Union and Gaffney are the stars of the show so far. It looks like Gaffney 8 to 12, Union 8 to 12. That's crazy. Can anyone remember how long it's been since Gaffney or Union saw 12 inches? I don't remember how much snow was on the interstate when it shut down that year. I'm trying to remember what year that was. If it was like I think it was 2009. Remember that big snow and the ice, and our tower fell up at Hogback Mountain. It was an ice storm, but it had snow. I feel like it was more ice, honestly, than snow. But it created all kinds of driving problems for drivers. And some of you were on my live with me in 2009. And we were talking about getting my husband home because he was coming in from a basketball game and the interstate was shut down. And so he was trying to come through back roads. Y'all were telling him which roads to go on in Gaffney. It was amazing. Gaffney, give us the 12 inches in Spartanburg. Oh, y'all better not start fighting in the comments over snow. We fight about enough things in the comments. We don't need to fight about snow. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Oh, thanks, Emma. Appreciate you. Good to see you. All right, so I'm pretty much going to wrap up. I've been on for about 37 minutes now. I just wanted to kind of be available to you guys to discuss the numbers, show you those wind chills again, because Sunday morning is going to be cold, folks. It's going to be real cold. And we're just not used to this, guys. We are not used to this. We are not used to this. This is not something that we are used to. So how do you feel about the snow? Tell me in the comments. Are you dreading it? Are you excited about it? Are you like, seriously, after last weekend, I just need a break? I missed last weekend, so I'm kind of excited about it because I missed last weekend. But I honestly am not sad I missed last weekend because ice is no fun. Snowball fight in the comments. That's right. Gina, I mean, seriously. Is that where we're at? Are we fighting? Are we fighting in the comments? We cannot do that. No. My dog is eating some toy, going crazy. Yeah, so I may be stuck at the station. I don't know. My neighborhood is really, it's a mess. It's a messy neighborhood to get in and out of if there's bad weather. So we'll see. I guess, how much am I supposed to get? Let me look. I guess I'm supposed to be 4 to 8 too, huh? Yeah, 4 to 8. Oh boy. What about power outages Saturday night after it's done? That is a good question. Walter Lyles is asking because while first of all, the snow is supposed to be light, even puffy snow, if we got 12 inches of it, wouldn't be nothing. So I don't know how that is calculated in terms of the risk for... it would be interesting to ask the power companies that question. But the thing that I was thinking about was we had ice last weekend, less than we expected, but still had some ice on those branches. So there was some weight that could have done some, like, you know, stressing of the trees. Then you pull in some snow on it in this new storm, plus really strong, look at the winds. Well, these aren't winds, but the wind chills, which gives you an indication. We've got 40-mile-an-hour winds, 25-mile-an-hour winds coming through on Sunday. So that's going to create a whole another challenge for trees, right? They're going to be under the gun getting a lot of gusty winds. So we could have some of that happening, I would think, on Sunday. Pearl says her driveway still has ice. I just want to finally build a snowman in Gaffney. Just praying for no power outages. I agree, Bridget. Be aware, though, this snow, because it's going to be so light and powdery, may be harder to pack, if that makes sense. Because it's just not going to be a sticky snow. It'll be great for sledding. It'll be great for skiing. I mean, if you're a skier, I would go to the mountains. I would book a trip to wherever. Can we drive on the roads with this type of snow? Definitely best to stay off the roads, especially because it appears this snow is going to come down rapidly. It's going to pile up pretty quickly. So we could be looking at, a couple of inches of snow by mid-morning, several inches of snow by afternoon. So you are talking about a rapid arrival of snow and then the inability to probably keep up with it to get rid of it in enough places to keep the roads good. And we have had the situation where so much piles up and people don't listen and they get on the interstates and then they get stuck on the interstates because no one can get out there fast enough to clear it because it's piling up every time they clear it. So we wind up with drivers in accidents, interstates shut down. So we don't want that to happen. So that's why the advice from Highway Patrol and DOT and everybody is just stay clear, because the more time you give them on Saturday to be out there, removing as much as possible instead of having to respond to your accident or a shut down interstate and sending all the EMS crews out to rescue people from cars, just stay home. Stay home. Saturday should be like a hunker down. Like, remember Leslie, what was his name? The funny guy. He was always like, the hunker downers. We need to be hunker downers again. Stay home and just, watch some stuff on Netflix and enjoy your family. Never had snow cream. Somebody, if you have a snow cream recipe, make it available here. Post your snow cream recipes because this is all day Saturday and Saturday night. It's supposed to be done maybe by midnight, so like 7 a.m. to midnight-ish. It'll be going all day. And there will be some snow in the mountains Friday night. So the mountains will get a little bit ahead of us, and then we will start to get it overnight and into the morning. Oh, thank you, Gina. I appreciate being here for you. It's an honor and a pleasure. Let's see. GB says, my mom used to call that the poor man's ice cream. What do you need for snow cream? Do you need heavy cream? What do you need for snow cream? I don't know. But anyway, put a recipe in the comments, somebody. And Kay says she is excited. So I'm excited for you, Kay, because you guys are in Greenwood. And sometimes you guys get the least of the stuff, right? When it's the 85 line, but they're saying this is more of a 26 line, that the snow is going to kind of line up along 26, whereas normally it's an 85 line and everybody north of 85 wins and everybody south goes, hey, what about me? Well, this time it's really lining along 26 and to the east more than the west. But in the Greenwood case, you guys are going to luck out here, it looks like, if you want snow. All right, so here's, let me go back to comments. Okay, so Stacy says, here's what you put in it. Snow cream. You put snow, milk, sugar, and sweetened condensed milk. And you just whip it all up. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. I love that. So now we have a snow cream recipe in case you need it. I love that. That's great. So you guys solve all my problems. Also, I'm going to reactivate the I called it, I'm going to rename it. Wait, actually, let me go do this right now while you guys are with me. I'm renaming the group if I haven't already. Let me go to groups. Where's groups? How do I go to groups? Groups? Let me see. It might be over here. Group. Okay, let me see. Oh, no, it's trying to give me a new group. I don't want a new group. I want my groups. Where are my groups? Let me go here. Hold on. So more. Let me go to groups. Groups. Okay. Okay. All right, so we've got 2,000 members in this. I'm going to rename all this and rebrand it tonight so that you guys can join me in there. I'll share it a link in these comments in a little while so that you guys will have them. But I'm going to change. Let me see. How do I do this? Edit, edit. No. Hang on. You guys don't want to watch me do this. I'll do this after, but I'm going to change the group name. Can I change the group name? It's a good question here. I don't know, kids. Let's see. Admin, badge, pending, group rules, scheduled posts, community, group settings. There we go. So this is what I'm going to do. Name and description. So we're going to call it the AWN Newsies. Oops. And okay. So I've renamed it AWN Newsies. It's a group on my Facebook page, and I will go live tomorrow to make sure you're in it, aware of it, whatever. And I will go in and post something here shortly, but it's a place where you guys can just post things back and forth. Hey, we need firewood. Hey, we've got somebody stuck somewhere. Is there anybody who can help? It could be like a group solution kind of thing. So y'all can communicate back and forth. Be careful, obviously. You don't all know everybody in there, but if you can verify, who people are, or you may know some, you know what I mean? Like you may know other people from your area, and then you can, judge the situation accordingly. But it can be very helpful to get resources, to find out where to find somebody that needs shovels, where can we get them, whatever. Just go in there and share back and forth and sort of take care of each other. So that is the AWN, which stands for Amy Wood Now Newsies. So, and you guys probably know that I have this moniker, Amy Wood Now, that I use. It's sort of my personal brand, and it's a way for us to stay connected all the time, and I love it. I'm excited for you guys to be part of it. So, and I'll be streaming live as much as I can throughout the next couple of nights to make sure that you guys can ask some questions, get information. Okay, so here's a question from Patricia. I'm supposed to drive home to Greenville from Charleston Saturday afternoon. Should I try to make it home on Friday or wait until Sunday, or would Sunday the snow will freeze? What I would do, I would get home before the storm, honestly. I would leave early because the storm is not going to melt at all until at least Monday. There's no above freezing temperatures until Monday. So, pretty much whatever we get, we're going to have around, and you're going to have a hard time getting home, I believe, until maybe, I mean, if you can stay down there until Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe you can get back then. But otherwise, if you don't want to get stuck wherever you are until then, you probably should come home. I would. That's just me. Vanilla flavor. Oh, add some vanilla flavor to your snow cream, I'm hearing. There you go. All right, let me go back to the snow totals because I know that's the star of the show, so to speak. Everyone's like, what are the snow totals? Even though the freeze is really important to understand. This is going to be so cold. So you really need to be paying attention, also dripping your faucets, doing all that stuff, because, you could have a pipe freeze situation too with this. Even if you have power, I mean, this is really cold weather that we're not used to. Let's see. Oh yeah, thanking everyone for ingredients. So yeah, I hope that helped you, Patricia, to gauge the situation. Let me know if you have any more questions. My mom used to call that poor man's ice cream. Just trying to make sure I'm not missing any important questions. I may have, and if you can ask them again, because sometimes I slide by them and I miss them. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware of the situation. I'm going to update this group and the cover shot and a bunch of other things and get everything organized. And then I will push out the group to make sure you guys know to join it. We've got 2,000 members in it. It really started during COVID. We did a lot with it. And it's I haven't really paid a lot of attention to it since, but this is the kind of scenario where I think we need to activate it and kind of go, hey. So I'm going to put a fresh post in there, let people know we have resources and info and blah, blah, blah. And I hope you guys stay safe. I'll see you on the news tomorrow. I'm doing the 4, 5, 6, and 7, not on the noon tomorrow, just the 4, 5, 6, and 7 p.m. And then I'll come home, hunker down, and see what happens next, just like the rest of us. All right, you guys, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for sticking around and watching from the home studio tonight. I'm Amy Wood. Again, I've been anchoring here at Channel 7 in the upstate of South Carolina for ever 35 years, 36 years, something like that. So I think I'm in year 36 now. But yeah, it's great to be here. I love you guys and appreciate your support. And again, my phone number is in the comments. It's pinned at the top, 864-990-3431. It's a text line, so you can text me pictures, video. You can call in and leave a voicemail describing, something that happened or what you're seeing if you want your voice to be used. But yeah, send me videos, pictures. Let me know where you are though, too. Like, don't just send it and I'll be like, where is this? Like give me the sort of the nuts and bolts of who's in the video or what we're seeing, where it was shot, what time of the day, etc. So that I can, share that with viewers, especially if it's something important like breaking news. And in this situation, you guys will be the first eyes and ears on any scene that develops. So keep us posted on what's happening. If you lose power, let me know and what area you're in so we can kind of keep track of where those are happening. And of course, do the right thing, which is to not, it's great to text me, but let your power company know that you're out too. So that's always a good move. All right. So Pearl, good night. Kay, I will be safe. You guys be safe as well. GB, thank you. And thanks for watching. LaDonna, it's always great to see you. I'm so glad you stopped by. And Patricia, thank you as well. You are the best. And I hope you have a safe trip, however you decide to do it. And I will see you guys on the news tomorrow.